Hey everybody, Jillian here for Illustrated Faith's Print and Pray Shop, and I have a brand new Bible journaling process video for you. Today I'm going to be using Elaine Davis's printables called Quest for Clarity collage papers, along with these large, really fun buzzwords. So I've got both sets printed on clear sticker paper, and I already have an idea of what I want to do today. So I'm in Romans 12 verses 1 to 3, and I have kind of so much to say with such large elements that I think I'm going to do a double page spread. So the verses that I'm journaling say, "Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." So, starting with the beginning of the verse, it says, "Offer your bodies as a living sacrifice." So I wanted to use this piece that says, "I give all to you," and I wanted to put that in the binding. So I used a paint card to help get that snugly in there, and then I closed the Bible a couple of times. And then I have this manila shipping tag that I want to use, and I'm trying to figure out where it's going to look best. I'll end up using it on the other page, but I know that this renew word, I wanted to be like the next part of my entry, and also my bigger title. So I cut it in half so it didn't cover up all of the text, but it's no big deal if it did because it's on that clear sticker paper and you can totally read what's underneath it. Now, in Elaine's collage paper, she's got like this map or grid type pattern layered in there, and it's really cool, and I wanted to bring that out with some grid washi tape. And then I looked to the colors of her printables and wanted to pull those colors out also, so I'm using some Florence alpha stickers from Bella Boulevard, and then another one from Studio Calico in similar colors. And I have this light bulb stamp that I just thought would be fun to add. There's a little bit of space there next to that word my, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp this down with some StazOn Jet Black ink, and then shift all of those alpha stickers over to the left a little bit. But I kind of like how that looks layered under there. Next, I'm going to take my journaling pen and just draw some messy lines around the passage that I'm journaling, and then add one more strip of that grid washi. And then I'm going to focus my attention onto the right side of the page, so I figured I could use this shipping tag as like a journaling spot, another place for embellishment, and I'm going to layer some more of the collage papers underneath here. So super simple. I'm just going to peel that sticker release paper off, put it down. You can still read all of the text, and then use my tape runner to get this shipping tag down. I let it hang off the edge a little bit, and then I'm going to layer some fun stuff on top of the tag, starting with this grid washi, a rainbow grid hexagon. I put the teal down, but I end up switching it out for pink later. And then, since that's hanging over the edge too, I'm going to go ahead and just flip it over and trim the excess off. Now that I have the larger pieces down, I found a piece of patterned paper that was pretty neutral and decided I wanted to go ahead and use that for my tab, so I just used my tab punch to get that out, to punch that out. And then I thought it would be fun to use some of the Revival Camp kit stickers that I haven't used yet, or that I've partially used. So I'm looking at those similar colors, so the pinks, the aqua, or the teal color, and I'm going to layer those behind the tag just to kind of bulk that up a little bit. There we go. And I want to use this other piece to layer on the tag, and here's where I decide to go ahead and switch out the hexagon for a pink one instead of a teal one. Again, just letting them hang off the edge, and then I'll go ahead and trim that with my scissors. Then I'll go ahead and get my tab down. And again, to bring some more of that kind of like lime green out, I found a piece of Wordfetti that says "Made New," since we're talking about renewing our minds, for the purpose of transformation and knowledge of God's will. So we can see that whole passage from the end of chapter 11 to the beginning of chapter 12 goes together. So I'm just going to follow the flow of the verse next to each like cluster here. So the part that says I give all to you references the first part of the verse being a living sacrifice. Then I move down to my just prayer for renewal of my mind, which leads to transformation, which is the third part over there on the right. So you can kind of see it all flows, and that's why I wanted to spread it out over 2 pages, because it was way too much to cram onto just the 1 page. And then I have arrows like kind of directing the journaling, so kind of get an understanding of how it flows. And then I'm just finishing off my journaling on this manila tag. So once I have all of my journaling done, then I'm going to take out that StazOn again, and I'm just going to use this like art mark type stamp and stamp that around in a few places, since there's a lot of white space on this spread, which I don't mind. It like needs breathing room. I don't want to cram everything in there necessarily, but I'm just going to put that in like 3 or 4 places just to tie the whole thing together. And then I want to add a date stamp. Who doesn't love a messy date stamp? And then I want to bring some more of this lime green over to the right, because there's really not much of it anywhere. So I'm using these puffy crosses, and I'm going to put that guy right there so we bring that color over. And that's it. So here is a finished look at my spread. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. If you want to pick up Elaine's digital printable sets, they are linked down in the video description below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.